So fat, man.
So sleazy.
11 fucking years. God damn, we should get a fucking job.
Who works, honestly?
Yeah. Who fucking works? Why? Nobody works on this show, right? No? Well, let's talk about that on the wrestling show. Welcome, everyone. This is Sleazy.
This the fat man? I'm Ron Burgundy?
Welcome, everyone, to the 11th anniversary of the wrestling show. First of all, let's go around the horn. First of all, the proud papa, the king blunt roller himself, Ryan Williams is here with us.
Heyo. Also, absolutely love that it says Multitude the Fan and immediately after your chop and chip. Absolutely love
Right?
that. I had to say that on there.
I love that. And of course, what the hell? It's not a draft week. It's not trivia. But by God, Brandon Dietz is here.
What's up, y'all?
He's also gone from 1999 Jericho to 2008 Jericho?
Thank you. Oh, so much.
I love it. Today we don't really have a show we're going to review. We're just going to fucking reminisce for about an hour, talk about the wrestling show itself. I mean, we've been doing this for 11 years now. I always love to throw this out just to start. How many hours of content we've put out over the 11 years. So I would like a guess from each one of you. And spoiler, it's under 1,000 hours.
7, because 7's always the answer.
Good start. We've probably done that in the last 2 months, but whatever. We lost Ryan somehow.
How did we
We
lose?
lost Ryan. Papa Ryan was being Papa Ryan for a minute. That's all. Still
Wow.
listening.
Papa Ryan. Give us a number.
3 or 17.
317.
No.
Okay.
3 or 17.
Okay. You should have stuck with the first one I said. Dietz, what about you?
What was I giving a hell on top? What was I giving a number on?
The number of hours of content we've done
Oh.
over 11 years.
Oh, yeah, I know. 321.
Beautiful.
I'm going to go a little high. I'm going to go 742.
Ryan's actually the closest. It's 473 hours, 47 minutes, and 5 seconds as of last week. Which, honestly, over 11 years, I can't believe we've done that. I really can't believe that. We've done so much over the years. We've done live streams. We've done, obviously, our show's kind of evolved into this semi-live stream podcast thing that we're doing right now. But we were doing live streams. We were doing extra special shows. You guys were doing stuff off the side.
I was an extra special show in the beginning.
You were a special guest.
He's still a very special guest.
Ooh.
In multiple ways.
Thank you,
He's
Wanda.
Shut up, Eugene.
He's still very special. Nah, I just play him on TV.
I did
10
play him on TV. It was a great gimmick. It made me a lot of money.
So I probably, obviously reminiscing, I met Eugene in a rest stop bathroom, and I'm pissing next to him. I kind of look over, and I'm like, "Are you Eugene?" He's like, "No, I just play him on TV." Just like that, in that accent.
Mr. 10-time OVW heavyweight champion Nick Dinsmore. But so let's kind of go around the room. I know one of the things that we wanted to talk about is just, you know, what the wrestling show means to you guys. I'll start with Ryan because he's up in the top corner along with me.
Ryan.
He's so fucking.
Her redhead, her fault.
Sorry.
How dare you?
Stop
How dare you?
trying to get a. This is not OnlyFans.
Okay.
Sorry.
I don't know what one of my favorite moments of the show is. Was it being recorded? Me trying to get a blowjob during one of the episodes.
When was that?
Every episode.
Yes. But
Try.
there was one specific one I remember hearing two of you go, "Can you mute your mic, please?"
Oh my goodness. What does the wrestling show mean to you though, Ryan?
See, and then you just heard that she's going to beat the daughter's ass in Uno. It's family entertainment
Ooh.
here.
Family.
God bless.
I'll actually move to Deets. What does the wrestling show mean to you?
To me, it's still a fun time talking wrestling with your buddies. Like, I don't get that much anymore. So to me, I ultra appreciate it anytime I can join, because there's not a lot of times where I can because I'm busy doing the dad thing. But when I can, it's like I'm just back at home. So I appreciate y'all.
I think that's an interesting point because a lot, the wrestling show family, so to speak, has grown a lot over the years. Being able to, Ryan with him getting, through a lot of things,
Hey,
having a child
the most
into
heavily
this.
divorced person on the show now.
What's that?
I'm the most heavily divorced person on the show now.
Congratulations.
It's a nice.
I think,
Yeah, here we go.
but
Golf clap.
our lives have changed so much since we started. I mean, 11 years ago, it was still Fat Man and I doing shit. 11 years ago, we were doing it in my fucking little tiny bedroom, just trying to get shit working while the dog's in the, sitting on the bed, and we're sitting in this fucking tiny ass room trying to record with one mic, a $3 fucking mic.
Two assholes with a $3 mic.
God damn. I did want to check this before we did go on air, but our original website, sleazyandthefatman at wordpress.com, is still up. I don't know how.
While
it's
the
still up.
WrestlingShow.com.
It's probably not. No, it's still up.
Get this merch.
Well, thank you for bringing me into that, because starting this coming Saturday, so if you're listening to this on our normal podcast feed today, but starting Saturday for the next 30 days, you'll be able to get 11% off your merch using the code TWS11. So that's one of the big announcements. That is the big Tony Khan announcement that I alluded to last month or last week or last couple weeks. I don't remember. I just keep doing big announcements every week.
Big announcements.
But yeah, so if you want to get your merch starting Saturday, TWS 11% off your merch. So on that note, I'm going to pass it to Fat Man. What is your thoughts about the wrestling show? How has it made you feel over the last 11 years?
Yeah, this is therapeutic for me. Like, again,
It fucking better be, you bitter fuck.
fuck you. Fucking every match is 5 stars. Fuck off.
Not every match.
Just the good ones.
Every match is 4 stars. Yeah, every good one is 5 stars.
Fuck you. Again, this started with me going over to Sleazy's house, freezing our asses off for 3 hours, just talking about wrestling. And my roommate, who's back there, whatever, in his room, was all like, "Hey, why don't you guys start a podcast?" What the fuck's a podcast? So
We know technological good.
yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But no, like, as much as we all differ in opinions, which is, if we all had the same opinion, this would be a boring show. So we all differ in opinions, which is absolutely fantastic. Like I said, it is therapeutic. Doing the sports podcast too is also therapeutic, because I don't have many people who have the same interests as I do. So having people who have the same interests but also differ in their interests, You know what I mean? Different, same subset, but different interests and opinions is awesome. Yes, we give each other shit, but it's a good time. And Sleazy knows how, getting a little emotional here, guys, how I feel about him. And I've only really met Ryan once, and I've only met Dietz technically once, but that needs to change quick. And we got to get together and just have an orgy or something. I don't know.
Well, we're trying.
Hey, that was gay, but in a good way. And then he said the orgy thing, so I'm still on the fence.
on the fence on that one. God damn. Well, obviously, WrestleMania 40 is going to be in Philadelphia. We're trying to make things work on something. ... We're not going to announce anything, obviously, right now, but something hopefully big will happen. It depends on how what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, and we'll go from there. For me, absolutely. I mean, 11 fucking years of this, and Fat Man and I, we've talked many times over the years about how we do the show, what's going on, how do we make it better, how do we make it different, unique, et cetera, et cetera. One of the things that we, kind of do, that stupid cold open that like almost nobody loves. I will admit it. But I love it, but also it's a homage to other shows that have done that before us. That's from Good Mythical Morning, that cold open into our theme music and all the end credits and stuff like that. That's from another different type of podcast. We pull from Jimmy Pardo's podcast, Never Not Funny, and Dumb People Town, and all this stuff because we love doing this kind of stuff. We love podcasting. We love wrestling. We love, enjoying talking about shit. And with all due respect to some of the people that have come on before us that are no longer here, and I really do mean that, we've all pulled together at one point or another to make sure that this show works. And for that, I appreciate every single person that's ever put, our name in their mouth, whether it be being on the show, whether it be guest hosting on the show, whether it be sharing our show, whether it be just saying, yo, Sleazy and the Fat Man, cool people. I appreciate that, and I know everyone here on the show appreciates that, so thank you.
Yeah, so I did want to bring up who everyone besides me or those who not shall be named, particularly Travis and Chip. I know in
Then
my
he named him.
well, I said
I will
everyone.
remember.
No, I said everyone but me says they shall not be named.
Yeah.
But I think our current thing is the best iteration we've had. No disrespect for Travis. Got into a lot of arguments, but again, passion. Chip, I do the sports podcast with him every week still. We call him Mark affectionately because he saw it from a different perspective than us. So they brought something different, and that
we took Mark back.
that it's something different, and we do appreciate that. And John Canton coming on, Dick Justice coming on, Sean Carr, fuck you, Ryan, coming on.
The late Aaron Briggs and Tom Briggs from the Sharpshooter podcast. That was episode 21. Yeah. There's so many great guests.
In our chat.
Bryce Ramsberger.
Yeah. Put Seaham Push Start Media just comment about
absolutely.
5 minutes ago. Yeah. And somebody named Jason Dietz. I don't know. He's probably related to Ryan or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, gotta be, right? Gotta be.
What does it mean, Dietz? But
yeah, Seaham. There's just so many people that have supported us over the years. Chris Gullo, great dude, fucking great. Cody Jenny has been on the show multiple times now. The Rock Solid Wrestling Talk, they've been on here. We need to help them a little bit with Kahoot sometime soon, but
or just using the internet would be just basic.
It's overrated.
I was robbed, but I justifiably took my trivia crown back.
Yeah,
trivia champion, and nobody thought that was weird.
I thought it was great. I thought it was fucking amazing because it really did mean that I picked a great question to end with. It really did. Because it meant
I'm bitter over the questions that weren't asked. That's what made me bitter.
Oh yeah, that's true because the two
Because I would have had enough points to fuck Chip's nonsense.
well, you can blame them the next time they're on the show. I think one of the things that we've kind of danced around about a little bit here is the fact that we come from different perspectives of professional wrestling. You know, Fat Man's such a historian of professional wrestling. He's loved, you know, NWA, AWA, all that stuff, you know, and worked his way in that way. You know, I'm an indie guy. You know, I'm, you know, wrestling manager and done all that shit and done a lot of production and done a lot of stuff in the background. Ryan spent years promoting, spent years as a wrestler as well. You know, Dietz has done so much in terms of just no, stop it. No, like for t-shirt sales and all that stuff, because that matters a lot.
Nice
no,
save.
I mean, the reality is that every single facet of the business is looked at from this perspective. You know, Dietz is going to talk about merch more. You know, I'm going to talk about, you know, indie workers that came up and like, oh, look, it's Daniel Garcia from Buffalo. I shared a locker room with that asshole. You know, now he's, you know, grooving it up on fucking AEW and, you know, shit like that. And it's funny that we managed to find this weird, you know, and with Chip too, being in the back from a theatrical standpoint too, you know, and just being the mark, you know, but just having everybody mesh like that was so amazing to me that we found this like weird synergy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Heavy G. For those couple weeks where Sleazy was in rehab for the 30th time. Yeah. Thank you for, you know, coming on and guest hosting with me too. Yep. I can't believe I forgot about him. So he's going to kill me now. But
He's going to physically stab you in the neck.
I think at the end of the day, professional wrestling is what binds us here, but we are friends, you know. Mm-hmm. And Fat Man already referenced it. You know, we've met Ryan once, met Dietz once, but we've been together as a foursome, fivesome, sixsome for many, many years, and we've helped each other through a lot of shit, good, bad, terrible, etc.
Buddy Tom, I just love that this show is friends giving themselves an excuse to have to talk to each other every week. I wouldn't call it an excuse to talk to each other every week because we like talking to each other. It's not an excuse. I mean,
fuck you.
I understand what he's saying, but like, yeah, like it's we have fun. Now we got to fart.
Oh, that came across well, by the way. Thank you for that wonderful insight, Fat Man's ass.
Hey, he talks shit a lot. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, well, you know. So I would like to go around the horn. If you have something specific, if you have a top 5 list, if you have just one moment that you really believe is your favorite moment of the wrestling show, I'm just going to start with Fat Man.
I mean, it's got to be WrestleMania weekend where we met. Like, if it wasn't for that, it would be what? Just me and Sleazy. The show probably wouldn't even be going on, to be honest. Like, you know, there's no way. I was telling the story on a date, and she was like, "What are your interests?" I go, "Wrestling and stuff," and she's like, "Oh," I told her about the podcast, and she's just all like, "Well, who's on?" I go, "Ryan." I'm like, "There's no way Jay Briscoe's winning the ROH World Title," and she's like, "What?" She didn't understand it, so I told the story, and she's like, "And you only met this guy once?" I'm like, "He's one of my best friends, and I've only met him once." Like, it's that weekend. Like, and I go, "Yes, we talk to each other once a week on video, but we talk to each other every day."
Yeah, like,
and so without that weekend, this show is not possible.
It
wasn't, and we did that watch along. It wasn't the best show, WrestleMania of all time.
long around for me.
It was an okay show for a house show, but that weekend literally changed our lives. So that's what I'm grateful for.
Deets.
I like the fact that we all have such a diverse thing, and the best thing to bring it out is fun old drafts. I love the fact that all of us have different idiosyncrasies, and it always shows up on draft day.
It does.
It's always something dumb, and immediately,
Billy Jack
Brandon, when he was here, there would always be that one moment where we all just go, "What the fuck did he just say?"
Who the fuck is that, Sleazy? Who is that? Can you even say that name properly?
You can, because you watch Japanese wrestling.
Right.
But it's just all to me that it just shows just the difference of us, and I've always appreciated that.
Yeah. Ryan.
I like our half show or our half year awards because it's a big episode to us, but it's not so much we get to shoot shit about for the half a year, and then it always just throwbacks to everything. It always gives a throwback to looking at the half year show to see how the rest of the year went, kind of, and see how wrestling evolved during the year and how our tastes or memories or preparation evolved. Like,
Yeah. It's interesting because you always, and Fat Man will always call me out on this, and I'm happy he does. But like, we'll talk about a match in the moment, and you everyone knows me. I'm like, I have to watch it once. I can't go back and watch it multiple times because every single time I do it, it changes significantly. What my ratings are, what my thoughts are, my mood could be different, everything. So when I go from half year awards to the end of the year awards, sometimes my half year awards just completely don't even matter. And then other times it's
I
the
like
opposite.
calling you out where you're all like, this match is 5 stars, this match is 5 stars, and you give a match you rated 4 stars for match of the year. I'm like,
Yeah. That happened last year.
And that's why I'm like, that's why I keep track here, motherfucker. Like, that can't be your match of the year.
So-
exact reason why I fucking hate star ratings.
Well, here's the thing. One of the things I'm working on, spoilers, hopefully by the end of the year, I actually have the list. Now I'm starting to go back through the episodes. I'm going to try and get us a database of every single match we ever rated.
Yes. That'll be
11 fucking years of it.
Oh, 11 years. Okay.
Yeah, all of it.
I got about a year's worth of notes
Yeah,
kept.
which I will probably work backwards, just for my own sanity, because some of those early year years of the episodes,
4-hour episode.
they're 4 hours and they're terrible audio quality. I'm like, how the fuck do we even put this out? I know many times Fat Man and I went like, I don't want to put this out. I really don't. It sounds like shit. Well, we need an episode.
There was one episode where we did it 3 or 4 times, not knowing that the mic was bad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the tech guy over here is like, I don't know what's going on, and all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, it's the mic.
Yeah.
But we didn't release the episode for like 2 months because we couldn't figure out how to use a fucking microphone.
Exactly. Well, and that's something else that's very important. None of us outside of this show, or at least when it started, did any podcasting. I learned everything you see here. All the editing, I learned from scratch. All the video editing, we've learned from scratch. All the video streaming, when we went remote fully in 2020 because of COVID. All that from the seat of our fucking pants. We've done so many different things that none of us had any idea of what to do. And we have done as best as we can to learn, get through it, and figure it out. And for that, I appreciate every single person that, once again, pitches in on social media and shares our shit, and from inside the show as well as outside the show. For me, I actually made a top 5 list. Number 1 is our first episode. Well, number 5 was our first episode. I went back and listened to that earlier this week because I was looking for a couple other segments. And goddamn, holy shit, that was so terrible.
Was it bad?
It's so bad. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Sleazy, and then you hear, the Fat Man. Yeah, Fat Man show. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it was not. This is sleazy. This is the sleazy.
The sleazy. Like, what the fuck? It took us how many fucking episodes to get that down? Forever. Still, I can't get it down. We've done 345 fucking episodes plus. One of the people that is in my number 4 moment, JC Money, John Cimino. I'm going to tell you, I'm not sure if I've actually told this story openly or not. I think we have. But there was a point we were going to end the show. We were just about done. Nothing really was clicking in terms of just getting views, getting social media going. It felt like every week was a chore.
It did. And I know where you're going with this because it felt like we were doing the show once a month. The shows were like 3 hours long, reviewing every fucking show God knows, especially WrestleMania weekend, where for 2 years I was sick that weekend because we had to get, it was just, and we were just like, I think we're gonna, whatever year it was, I think 2018 was the year I moved into this apartment. Yeah, we're like, you know what? I think this is going to be our last year. That will be the 7th anniversary show is our last show. We're done. We're doing it. And then finish the story.
Yeah, so I actually, ironically enough, so Mark House is the guy who trained me, very close friend of mine, been on the show as well as a guest, said, John Cimino has a podcast network. It's called the Gear Network, Radio Gear. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, why not? I'll just go talk to him, see what's up. And sure as shit, he was looking for content. He was looking for, new shows to bring to the podcast network. He really didn't have he had a wrestling show, but it wasn't really a review show like ours. So we're like, here's a couple episodes, see what you think, and go from there. And he brought us on. And we spent 4 years, I want to say, 3 or 4 years.
3 years, yeah.
With him, doing all sorts of stuff, bringing our show up. And it really saved us because there was a lot of constructive criticism and there was a lot of positive and, frankly, negative feedback about our show. And it helped us grow as podcasters because of it. That's why we're now doing weekly shows. That's why we're doing these, hour-long shows rather than these 3-hour behemoth shows that was grinding my fucking ass out because I had to listen to them 3 or 4 times to edit them. Nowadays it's a lot easier to edit a 1-hour show. It's a lot easier because we have the mic set up in a lot better fashion than we did even a couple years ago. It's a lot easier to edit these shows now because of it. The NXT Albany show was a big one.
So no K-Match for a house show.
Yeah. If out of all the things that we've said on the show, other than I hope you step on a Lego, that's probably my favorite quote that we've said. Because I think it's a great example of how much just okay wrestling is out there. Number 2 is the one thing you see in our opener. You
slapping Chip.
Oh, that's so great. You could see his tip fucking reverberate when I hit him. It's anywho.
I always wanted to. You gave him the flair. I just wanted to give him the giant. Just.
I will tell you, and I'm not sure if I said this on the show before. That was a shoot chop. That was not. I did not work that at all. I laid it in, to say the least. For reasons that I won't bring up on the show, but he deserved it. Number 1 is the obvious one, WrestleMania 29. All of us getting together, all of us knowing each other. There's no way Jay Briscoe is going to win the Ring of Honor championship. The fucking
but fuck him. Fuck you. But
fuck you, man. Fucking Sabu the shit out of this.
Hey, John Cena sucks. Fuck him.
the video we did in the tailgate parking lot that's still on our fucking YouTube, by the way, which features Brandy
Kurt Angle?
Dietz down there, also Kurt Angle. Yeah, god damn. There's a show that I wish we were doing the show before.
I was sick. I couldn't
Yeah.
go.
2006 TNA house show at the fucking state fair, and the main event was Kurt Angle versus somebody. I can't remember. It must have been Abyss or something. I think Christian Cage was on the show and a couple other, Bobby Roode, and Team Canada. But it was just this crazy weird house show in 2006 where it was literally 25 people were there and 12 of them were students from and I didn't even know this at the time, but the Zachary Springgate's school was there. I didn't know who he was, what they were doing, or who. All I knew is that they were students of professional wrestling. That's it. Come to find out many years later, I knew most of them. Many years later, obviously, but at the time, there were a bunch of kids that were coming up in the business that are now huge stars that were sitting in that crowd next to me. And all I'm sitting there is like, oh, cool, that's Kurt Angle. And my sister's with me because Fat Man couldn't go because he was sick. It was hilarious. Her screaming to Bobby Roode, where'd you get the fucking fabric? You know? There's so many wrestling events that we've gone to over the years that we've talked about, we've reviewed on the show live, like the Multiverse United show, Chikara, because I have to pull it up at least once.
Yes.
But all the WWE shows we've gone to over the years, not WCW, but Ring of Honor, et cetera, et cetera. Just
I have an A or B about them.
but yeah, there's so many things that we've been afforded to do because of this show, or had a reason to talk about our public, thoughts. Wild Zero being a good example of a more negative one. But,
We only go up and up and up here, bro.
Oh God! I mean, but the thing is that we've learned from all of that. We've learned from our experiences. We've learned about what we can do to make ourselves better, not just as professional wrestlers, but as human beings, even. So, let's kind of transition a little bit. I'm going to pass it to Ryan because Ryan's got. So we did a segment years ago that we tried to do every week, and then it kind of stopped because Ryan had some issues, and then he came
Ryan
back.
always has issues, bro.
Yeah, we all have issues,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it's a segment called A or B because he's fucking Canadian.
But
A or B.
Eh.
So I pass it along to Ryan. Give us some A or Bs.
So I slaved for hours at work over this list.
Well done, sir.
Most of them, it was just jot notes put down of the premise of what we're about to talk about in the choices. But, first one we'll start off with of all-time worst WrestleManias. Which is the cream of the crap? WrestleMania 9 or WrestleMania 11?
11.
see, I'm 9.
9. Even though I don't think 9 is terrible, but it's, if I had to pick the two, 9's worse.
I will defend 9 as I will defend I'll defend 11 only because I liked bits and pieces of 9 and the lore behind it. The whole Hulk Hogan in a mask thing, that was funny. The Giant Gonzalez stupid bullshit, the Doink thing, just there's a bunch of stupid stuff, and of course it was in Vegas.
You would take the John Gonzalez one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. Come on, chloroform, man. Chloroform. Best finish in the business. According to my
Duct tape and
ex-girlfriend.
Last Man Standing is the best finish in the business. Thank you very much.
WLC.
Are you
We
serious,
will-
bro?
Hey,
Duct tape?
hey.
Duct tape? Are you fucking serious?
Deets, don't go talking about WLC yet. It's coming. Which was better? Michaels and Taker from 25 or Michaels and Taker from 26?
25.
5.
That's not even close.
6.
20.
Wow.
First off, Deets is wrong. Second off, you would actually be surprised at how divided that is online.
Really? I am.
No,
I'm.
it just proves that only 50% of the people are fucking stupid. There's your proof. Yep.
Hey, Deets, how you doing?
At least 25% on this show.
Sleazy,
Yes.
this question was entirely in mind of you.
Thank you.
Which would you rather watch? A triple threat match or a three-way dance?
Oh.
Wait. Before you answer, I did not know this was coming. But before you answer, because all of that was okay, because it was in a three-way. It's not gay when it's in a three-way.
With a honey in the middle, it's a me-way. Oh God, a three-way dance. I have to go with a three-way dance only because it.
Well, you hate WWE then, because only triple threat matches are in WWE. Everything else is a three-way dance. Therefore, you don't like WWE. Okay, you like AEW. You're a fucking W mark.
Fed bad, motherfucker. Fed
Wow.
bad.
Wow.
Wow, that just came across so aggressive.
That was
Okay,
the
so
point.
outside of him, what about you two?
Triple threat only because it lasts shorter. There's no. I like the premise of the three-way dance because it's an elimination style. So yeah, do three-way dance. Yeah.
Triple threat. Sorry.
Okay. I did
But,
perfectly
it's-
reasonable for people who.
It's
like
all.
three
I've
people.
always liked them.
I like triple threat. My pick would be the three-way dance. I like three-way dances more to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Uh,
agree.
Deets, this question was done in mind of you.
Ooh, love it.
Who do you like more? Who's better? Who would you say they were the cream of the crop? The BWO or three-man band?
Whoa!
Wait, the cream of the crap.
Yeah,
The
Dude,
best of the worst gimmick.
The correct answer is 3 count.
I left 3 count out because I knew Deets was going to pick 3 count.
Yeah, that's a gimme.
It is.
Oh,
I didn't want the obvious answers from some of these. I had to pick some that be like, well, this is the obvious answer, so what about this?
shit. It might be BWO. And this is the reason why I bring it up. Because every once in a while, I'll just scroll through Twitter, X, whatever the fuck you call it, and it's just a random, "We're taking over."
You want to know why you're wrong? And it's 3-man band. 2 of them are fucking former world champions.
Yes, but one of my favorite trios matches of all time in WWE is the Mexicals versus the BWO, which is why Big Stevie Cool and fucking Nova and fucking Blue Meanie,
The blue guy.
That blue
the
guy.
blue guy, are our number 1.
They both suck equally. I mean,
Oh, go fuck yourself.
you said cream of the crap, so I'm thinking which one's worse? BWO is worse. But if that's what you're saying. Because that's what you said. Which
Yeah, I
one was the
think
cream of the crap?
like,
Yeah, but for us,
The best
cream
of the
crop
worst.
is-
it's still
Yeah.
great.
Oh, then, yeah. 3-man band because I get to say Ginger Mahal.
Okay, fair.
Which record, if you were, like, you're the wrestler, you know what I mean, as your accolades, which record would you rather have? Most eliminations in a single Royal Rumble or the longest time spent in a single Royal Rumble?
Eliminations.
Elimination.
Thanks,
No,
Todd.
Sleazy would go eliminations because he can eliminate people in like 4 seconds and then leave because he has no stamina. It's longest time for me.
I knew that. Mine's eliminations too. I knew you were going to pick longest time.
Thanks, Todd. It's going to be eliminations for me because I think of the two, one shows that you've. Well, here's the thing.
1996, Triple H was in the Royal Rumble for the longest time. He eliminated no one.
Right.
For the longest time.
Oh, for
Okay.
the longest.
You're
We're going to get
idea-
copyright struck on the show.
know, right?
This show is fucked.
Oh,
You're going to WWE and you're getting a new title pitched. There's a new championship going to be on TV coming up, and like WWE is going to WWE and do good with this title. The hardcore title or 6-man?
6-man.
I'm going to go hardcore. I think you could make that work so that it works on pretty much anyone.
I will also say hardcore because I haven't seen, unless it is the last good trio stuff. I mean, we've already mentioned Chikara once. Are you trying to mention Chikara again?
We can also mention
no,
Ring of
no.
Honor.
You went good in Chikara in the same sentence. That's not that's not English language. That doesn't mesh. So
He doesn't speak Espanol.
I would definitely say hardcore just for the simple fact, how kind of crazy if they went ultra violent just one night and just go nuts with it.
I don't.
I-
Go ahead.
I like
sorry.
hardcore wrestling. I picked 6-man.
So the reason why I would defend the hardcore title is you could literally give it to anyone.
You can literally give the 6-man to anyone.
I don't think so, because at some point there's going to be a certain level of prestige to it. There's never going to be a prestige to the hardcore title. Never. Mm-mm.
Bullshit. When The Undertaker had that hardcore title, it was prestigious.
So did Raven.
was it prestigious when Raven had it?
But it wasn't Taker had it.
What about Big Show?
They had a upper mid card match at a WrestleMania. Big Show, Raven, and Kane for the hardcore title.
Here, let me throw this out to you. Anybody can be beaten in a hardcore match.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not necessarily true in a 6-man. There's
God bless the 24/7 rule too,
yeah.
because Crash Holly was amazing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Only-
fair enough. Again, this goes back to you're the worker, so you're in it for the longevity. And which would you rather do and you to have more fun with? The craziest ladder match spot ever or the best face or heel turn ever?
This is easy for me. Best face heel turn.
Because you're broken.
No, give me that fucking ladder.
Yep.
Can you imagine that fucking
You're broken.
ass off of something?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I'm broken. Was 100% why, and I'm not. That's a shoot. That's because I'm. But I think, look at Austin Hart, WrestleMania 13. Like, if you build up the story perfectly enough, they'll remember that shit forever. Like, yes, they'll remember the craziest ladder spot, but out of all the ladder spots, but I think the heel turn and the face turn, they'll remember more because you're more emotionally invested in it than you would say in one spot in a match.
The Austin face hard heel turn worked so well that everybody forgot for the next year and a half Austin did fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like, it's so funny how that works.
Punch
I'm
and kick,
also,
punch and
I like the
kick.
crazy ladder match spot though, like because that's going to be replayed and showed. And
Well, I don't know. Have you seen the Edge Jeff Hardy spot recently?
Yeah,
Not
actually,
recently.
yes.
Not recently.
Yeah, I literally just saw it on Twitter.
I mean, on WWE
Yeah.
TV.
No.
Oh, well, yeah.
I think for me personally, it's always going to be about the moments. I've always been a fan of. It doesn't matter what the match outcome is; it's the moment. So it's actually a bit of a toss-up for me, whether or not it'd be a ladder spot or a turn. I think I would do better with a turn that was well done, so I'll pick that.
okay, I like this next one. I think it's really good. Comeback picture, comeback. A kick out is very emotional in a wrestling match.
Mhm.
Which one do you like better? Do you think it's more emotion to get that when they kick out at 2.99, like the shoulder comes up, or like the foot goes on the rope?
I hate the foot goes on the rope. I
It's the
absolutely
shoulder
hate
up.
it. It's
Shoulder
always
up.
the shoulder up.
No, I love the foot on the rope.
The foot on the
Really?
rope is nice
I
because you might not
fucking
have
love it.
you have
The
jumped
last
up there and
second,
you'd be
like,
man.
oh shit, I'm fucking dead. Oh, here we go.
But then they do another finisher on you and you kick out of it anyway, so what's the point? It just,
Wow.
So
What a fucking
it's
jaded piece of shit
But
right
I've
there.
also
100%, but tell me I'm wrong. 100%, but I'm telling you, if you can't kick out of that, that's why you put the foot on the rope. They do another finish, you kick out, what's the point of the foot on the rope? It's the shoulder up, 100%.
Because
You
he was
are wrong
conserving
if
it. He was
You
conserving
no,
energy.
no, fuck you. Nope.
Fuck you.
I'm on your fucking side,
I
you
know.
asshole.
It's whoever thinks the foot on the rope is dead wrong.
I am 100% right.
You were 100% wrong.
100%
No
right.
way. I love the foot on the rope because if they're on top of your shoulders and that's why you're supposed to get your shoulders off the mat and they're on your shoulders, what better way is you just to. I always think back to Owens Jericho at Mania, the one finger.
Well, that was a callback. That was a callback to that painting, though, which was great. But
But still, you touch it, you touch it.
that's what she said.
Back to your accolades, gentlemen. Which would you rather win, the Royal Rumble or Money in the Bank?
Rumble. 100%.
Whew.
1000%. It's the Rumble. You are echoed in eternity. You are the main event at WrestleMania. You are God.
You could be the main event of WrestleMania with a Money in the Bank contract too.
You could.
Son.
If you're an
Son.
interrupting hoe like Seth Rollins, bitch. Which was
Second greatest. Seth Rollins is the top 3 greatest cash-in of all time.
Top one. What are you talking about?
No,
Ziggy Poo.
Ziggler, yeah. Was big.
Edge's
Rollins
first,
is one.
And
Edge's first, Ziggler's, and Rollins.
wait a
are the
second.
top
Who
3.
was at the Edge's first one?
I was at Ziggler's.
Yeah.
That's why you're biased.
We're actively not saying that one was number one. We saw it live.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I think Edge's the first one mattered because of the way he did it.
Yeah.
But Rollins is definitely 2. Not Ziggler's isn't 3.
I also low key
But it's the
Rob Van Dam.
going back.
Oh.
It's the Rumble. Because Rob Van Dam's just like, I'm just gonna cash in on this date. So,
But he turned it into the whole, basically an
The
event,
whole fucking
was
show,
awesome.
man.
which was awesome.
Yeah.
but
For me,
it's the Rumble.
for me personally, I don't want to win the Money in the Bank because I don't want to lose for 6 months. So it's going to be the Rumble for me.
That's true. This is true.
Here's a nice, simple one. Are you a Raw guy? Or are you a SmackDown guy?
All time or current?
I would say all time.
Raw.
Wow.
SmackDown.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on.
SmackDown. Matter of fact, here's why I say this. I will watch SmackDown quasi live. I will not do that with Raw anymore.
I'm the other way.
Interesting.
Raw guy here. Monday Night Raw, it is what it is, man.
Roll that shit from the chat.
I think in the early to mid 2000s, SmackDown was a better show.
The first brand split.
Yes. I think SmackDown's a better show now. But it's got to be Raw.
It's got to be Raw.
Here's my retort. It's SmackDown for me because, basically only because, I've been to more SmackDown shows live. My very first WWE live event in when was that?
2000.
It was October 29th or something, because it was supposed to be no, it was October 31st, because it was showing that Thursday, but was 23 years ago. You know, that was my first show ever, and the reason why I went to it was because my father died earlier that year, and basically left me enough money to go to a show, because we were going to go to the show for the first time together. We never did. You know, so being able to go to that show, unfortunately alone, but still meant a lot to me. So SmackDown kind of means more to me from an emotional standpoint. From a product...
Hey, fuck your sad story, it's still Raw.
Thank you, you fucking asshole.
The first
I love you too.
First show I went to was a actual house show 1 week before WrestleMania 15.
God damn, pal.
Fat Man.
WCW Starrcade 96.
Nice.
It was a house show in St. John's, Newfoundland in 2003. The main event was the Dudley Boys versus Law Resistance in a tables match for the tag titles.
Wow.
Yeah, Fat Man, you answer first. Because just like for Raw and SmackDown, we go all time. WCW or TNA?
You already know this answer.
I went deep, but some of these, I told you, some of these are good.
Wow. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
You want to say TNA?
Give me TNA, man.
Wow.
Give me some TNA. I'm gonna do it. I was
Cruiserweights alone.
I was X Division beats Cruiserweights all day, every day. Fuck off.
Fuck
fucking
off. Cruiserweights fucking. Old school
AJ Styles over Psychosis all day, every day. Get the fuck out of here. Come on.
Fuck off.
Give me Christopher Daniels over La Parka. Come on. Get the fuck out.
Much better tag division, especially if we're talking early 90s. Get out of here.
You are way wrong, sir.
America's Most Wanted and Triple X's tag feud in the beginning of TNA was phenomenal.
Team Canada? You are wrong, sir. You are wrong.
Beer Money, Motor City Machine Gun.
Even if you want to count the NWA part of WCW that people call WCW, it's still TNA.
Yeah.
I would agree. But you have to give some credit to quite possibly the single most top-selling shirt of all time.
It's still like a top 5
Yeah.
selling shirt.
Yeah, the NWO is fucking
Yes.
hot 30 years later, you know?
Still have mine.
Yeah.
It's newer because it's like a vintage one, but I
You
still
got a
like
fucking NWO belt up there.
See, this one would be with Chip in mind if he was here, but since he's not,
Fuck him.
in terms of how the title reign went, and just what you enjoy personally, I'll say, which defamation of a United States title was better? Lance Storm in the Canadian heavyweight title, or Ospreay in the UK championship?
It's still got to be Lance Storm. As much as I love Will Ospreay, I love the whole gimmick. I think it was too short.
I will still the WCW Canadian heavyweight title holds dearly into my heart. So yes, of course, it's always
Let me be
The
serious
one-
here for a second.
The one title I really wanted was the shit. Was shit, man. I just wanted shit. So
The word Saskatchewan got on WCW television for like weeks, and it's fucked up.
and that's not the most fucked up thing that happened on WCW during those weeks. So that's great.
Right?
Hey, Sleazy,
Yes.
which was better? The first time it happened in terms of all the different names, but the final deletion, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, that first one, or the Firefly Funhouse?
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh.
Let's go.
I think because it was such a unique experience, the Final Deletion is better. As much as I like the Firefly Funhouse, you got to give credit to that fucking match being a thing that made it a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Also, fuck Canada. Congrats. I appreciate you. Respect.
So, there is something that I will bring up to this. Kind of an offshoot A or B. Would it be the
Are you
final
A or B? Am I
deletion?
A or B?
I am.
How dare you?
Because for me,
EBDBB
The other-
growing out of this.
the other
It's ABBA.
thing that
Ava.
comes to mind is in the cinematic match is the Boneyard match.
Oh, with Styles and Taker?
Styles and Taker. And how all that fucking rolled. That's a fucking masterpiece. I fucking love that match. And it's the perfect send-off. Like, you can't get any more prettier than that.
You kind of have to because Taker at that point was pretty much done.
When he said it was like the hardest thing he's ever done
hmm
because of the way they shot it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
What about the fuckhead?
Who, me? Or Fat?
No, Fat
It's
Man.
Firefly Funhouse. Fun Deletion was terrible. What the fuck are you guys talking
you.
about? You should have known
We
that.
kind of
was
knew
coming.
that was. I just wanted you to
That's why I
say
was
it.
trying to skip it. I knew he was just going to, even though it's Impact, he was going to shit all over it.
Because it was dumb.
That was probably the best thing Impact's ever done.
Lies.
Top
no,
five. Top
No.
Firefly Funhouse was amazing because it's WWE and how they tell us the story. Final Deletion was something else.
The Firefly Funhouse does not exist without Final Deletion. Simple as that.
Speaking of the Firefly Funhouse, it segues into the next question. When Bray Wyatt won the Universal title, he was the first man to bring it to SmackDown.
Mhm.
Which Universal title did you like better, the red or the blue?
Red. You know why? Red's my
Because
favorite
you like
color.
Raw.
No, red's my favorite color. Come on.
And that's why he likes Raw.
And you know what else I like Raw? The blood. Ugh. Raw.
I like the blue one, but I see the benefit of both, but
I think the blue one actually looks better.
it looks better
Blue
to
one
me.
does look better.
The blue one looks better. 100%.
I think they both
I
look
will
like
think-
shit.
Wow.
This-
But pick one.
from a
You
guy
said pick
thinking
one,
that-
dickhead.
From the guy thinking that the current Intercontinental title looks good. So
Great. Fucking prestigious as hell. It looks like a fucking title. That looks like a fucking fruit roll up.
which you would eat.
I
Come on.
like the oval though.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not bad.
Gentlemen, some decorum, please.
Fuck off.
You know what show you're on?
No.
Yes.
no, no.
Next question. The TNA X Division title or the WCW Cruiserweight title?
X Division.
X Division.
Cruiserweight.
Wow. Yeah. Shocker on
We
that
already
one.
talked about this.
Yes.
It's WCW always over TNA. Fuck them. You cannot outlast Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. Halloween Havoc. Come on.
What
you
about
named
the
one match?
one of the greatest X Division title matches of all time, featuring the winner, Abyss?
I mean, Joe's, Styles, Daniels.
Amazing
Any-
Red.
No, I'm talking about that match. Joe Styles or
Oh yeah.
Joe
yeah.
Styles, Daniels. Any AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels match in 2005 for the X Division title. Whew.
Even now, they're still great. Like they're still coming up with great matches now.
So that just to keep us on track of everything, that was 15 different A or Bs. Because I got a list of 20, right? Told you I got 20. The next 5 are just ridiculous stuff that I can think of. They're just
I love this.
first question is -1 or Nicholas?
-1.
-1.
Obviously.
Nicholas is the former tag champion. What do you mean
That
-1?
motherfucker is-
Come on. Nicholas got so much pussy. Come on. Ryan did that just for me to say that bit. I
Yep.
know he did.
He's still getting hand jobs behind the school over that, bud.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, you're damn fucking right he is. You know he's just dropping that for prom, you know. Hey, you know. I was a
No,
former
I got
tag
this.
champion.
And I never lost it.
And I never lost it.
Never lost it.
Whose class are you going to go to? Dean Douglas or Andre Chase?
Ooh.
See what I mean? These are ridiculous now.
You put Lash LaRue in that?
I love Lash LaRue, dude.
Uh,
Fuck
Julian-
off.
Yeah,
Fuck
Julian.
off.
Love
That's
Lash
You
LaRue.
hilarious.
You had me at Eddie.
Lash
You had me
LaRue,
at
you
Ray.
skipper.
You had me at Dean. Hoovy, okay. Lash LaRue?
What's
Lash
wrong with Lash
LaRue?
LaRue?
You had
How
to
dare
dig
you?
that
How
deep to find
dare
a
you?
fifth cruiserweight?
How
Listen,
dare
everyone
you?
doubt El Dandy, and we don't have nobody doubt El Dandy here.
Yeah.
Who are you to doubt Al Dandy?
He didn't list out Dandy. So, whatever.
Anyways, Dean Douglas or Andre Chase?
Dean Douglas, because I know he's not going to stick
No, I'm
around
gonna
too
take
long. I'll
Andre
get a
Chase.
substitute.
I
I'll have a
can't-
substitute teacher in a month because they get pissed off at Shawn
What
Michaels.
about Matt Stryker? What the fuck?
Didn't make the cut.
Didn't make it.
Fuck.
Dean Ambrose or John Moxley?
Mox.
I like Ambrose.
I will say Mox.
Yeah, give me Ambrose. We'll split it.
Ambrose is Moxley, but tuned down enough to still be enjoyable for the masses.
Fair. I just don't like that.
You like your
I like my
to make-
Moxley hot.
to make no sense. Got it.
Also, yes.
Selling an eye injury for like 4 years to find out that it was fake for one spot in a match.
These last two are both going to make Fat Man mad.
Yes.
I can't wait.
I'm already mad, so it don't matter. The guy put Lash LaRue, okay?
Which was the
LaRue was
greatest
great.
match of all time? WLC or the Jackass WrestleMania match?
Jackass.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I mean, they weren't the greatest matches of all time, but if I had to pick one or the other,
This is my list. You shut up and answer.
it's
Yeah.
Jackass.
He did.
100%.
You dirty whore.
I echo Dietz's sentiment, by the way.
If the finish to the Jackass match was smoother, it's the Jackass
It's
match.
Jackass. But you can't beat it's wheels.
WLC, you watch that again. Everything was stupidly crisp and on for a pre-show match that had no goddamn right being as good between two little people at a house.
I
Not at all.
cannot wait to watch this literally as soon as I get off of here.
You
See,
made me
like,
a believer. I'll take it. We'll see.
if that mousetrap works, then it's
Oh, it's a
Jackass
fucking-
match. Absolutely.
But it's
And
a
the
solid
final one,
2.
and the
Right.
final one, which is always every time I do this segment, I ask this question:
Ric Flair.
Hogan or Flair?
Flair,
baby.
come on.
Brother.
Come on, brother.
That don't work for me, brother. It's gotta be Flair for me.
Always Hogan.
It's always Flair.
Yeah. I don't see Hulk Hogan on my TV screen every week like I do Ric Flair right now, motherfuckers. Therefore, it's Ric Flair.
What the fuck are you talking about? You don't watch fucking
Even through-
Dynamite.
A giant ass divorce, he at least still has money to pay his bills, so he doesn't have to wrestle.
Because Hulk Hogan has a big dick, but Terry Bollea doesn't. That's how he can fucking do that.
Did you
Before-
just say Tony Khan would rather hire somebody that does sexual assault than somebody that does racism?
Why ever Hogan?
Because I'm dealing with...
Hulk, baby.
No.
Why? Because Hulk Hogan was my childhood. And then he reinvented himself to be a complete fucking badass and had the greatest fucking skull shirt alive.
A skullet, maybe.
Fucking love. I have that shirt somewhere here. I just gotta find it.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's what Hogan said every time cake was in his asshole.
You walk down the street and you ask people who Hulk Hogan or who Ric Flair is, more people are going to tell you who the fuck Hulk Hogan is.
Yep.
Cool. That's why
Without
Flair...
question.
Yep, 100%. Flair's better.
Greatest skull shirt alive, Steve Austin.
Steve Austin. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I have to
He
agree
finally
with that.
got one right. He finally got one right.
Wow. Wow.
I'm surprised he didn't put Lash LaRue there, okay?
Get off Lash LaRue's nuts. The guy could actually work.
Fucking
Penny?
Watch
Could
a
he?
match.
Could he work? Could he?
Isn't
Yes.
technically the Bullet Club shirt a skull shirt? Didn't that create an entire fucking fed?
Basically.
Ooh.
No, legitimized Japan. Like,
Like,
for
New
Americans. They're
Japan
like, oh,
lives
this
off
is
the
cool.
skull shirt. And Hot Topic sold so many other different types of fucking knockoff Bullet Club skull shirts, it created AEW. I do believe the best skull shirt in the world is the Bullet Club logo.
It depends on how much money they made off of it.
It created a fucking promotion.
They're just a t-shirt.
That's not making any money, by the way.
By the way, this is the real shirt you got to be wearing right here.
Freight train, yo.
Freight train.
Freight train.
You
Actually,
don't want.
it's the
You
one in
don't
the
want.
upper quarter.
You don't want to
Plug
step on
the
that.
fucking merch, you marks.
I couldn't find my
Ryan,
shirt.
Their
this.
own merch.
I couldn't find my shirt. I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it. So that's why you don't want to top on a trial while Fright Cry come trial.
Woo woo.
With freight train.
Goddamn. One of these days I'll talk to what's his face. Although he's getting mad views because of the fucking tent spot. Great dude. Both of them are great. But yeah, that was your last A or B, right? Let's
We always end on Hogan or Flair because this is the best one.
no, it once again, I love this show. I love the opinions. I love everything that we talk about. It's always fun being here. And here's to another 11 years. We're all getting older. We're all moving around. Fat Man and I used to live in the same town not that long ago. Now we're not, but we're always together here.
We used to in the same town, but no, we're not.
So fuck you.
So fuck you.
No, it's just that
Prick.
we started this show 3 miles apart, It's just
Yeah.
so many things have happened over the years, marriages, kids, divorces, more marriages, more divorces. Life
more?
changes. What's that?
One more?
Another marriage.
Another marriage, another divorce? No. Okay.
I don't think are we on 3? Yeah, we are on 3. Okay, cool. But yeah,
I mean,
but yeah,
all 6 of the staff, there's been 4 divorces. 1 for Travis, 2 for Chip, 1 for me.
it's not a fucking leaderboard that we want to keep. I'm pretty
Next, the other
sure.
2 are gone, and I'm the only one on the leaderboard now. Now it's just a name.
I'm betting 0 because I've never been married or never got divorced, obviously. So
I mean,
I love my wife.
you're finding the right person.
am I?
Deets, put yourself over.
At Legendary Deets on the X. Talk shit. We just have fun. It's a good show today.
Ryan.
Ryan Buckgotch, Reddit and Twitter. And the Reddit quote for this week is actually just us talking about what I sent to our chat, which is a picture of Cody in war paint. And SC Jerk was like, "You wear war paint, friend?" And somebody's comment called him War Dust. And I thought it was the funniest fucking thing in the world.
I'm at TWS Sleazy.
TWS Fat Man.
We are Sleazy Fat Man on X, Instagram, Threads, TikTok. Please go on over there and give us videos you can find. Twitch.tv/SleazyFatMan, YouTube.com/SleazyFatMan. Premium videos, including that wonderful blowjob video from Ryan at OnlyFans.com/Wrestling Show. It's a joke. It's not on there yet.
Yes.
You can find all sorts of content at thewrestlingshow.com, including articles, merch, bunch of other cool stuff. Like I said, we're doing a bunch of cool things with databases, with our matches that we've rated. Ryan's going to put together stuff for the scorecard that we didn't really talk about this week, but we do PWS scorecards. If you want to get involved with that, message Ryan. You can get this podcast every Saturday morning, wherever you get your podcasts, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Podbean. Don't hesitate to rate us on your favorite platform and click automatically downloads. It really does help us out. So, with thanks to Ryan, who left, fuck him,
Ryan's gonna miss my big announcement.
right? Oh, shit. With thanks to Deets, with thanks to everyone that's ever supported the show over the last 11 years, and for Sleazy.
For the Fat Man.
This is The Wrestling Show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace.
We didn't say it. Fuck Dave Meltzer. Fuck Tony Khan and his alleged coke habit. Hot dog's not a sandwich. The sub is not a sandwich. A burger is a sandwich. Guys, I was going to right here induct a new member into the Wrestling Show Hall of Fame. And Ryan is going to miss my big announcement. And that inductee is The Notebook. The Notebook is going into the Wrestling Show Hall of Fame.
You dick.
So, congratulations to The Notebook and all its hard work over the last 11 years.
Respect to the Notebook.
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun.